Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. May I request you all to please kindly take your seats. As you all know, we are shortly expecting our honored chief guest, Shri Dharmendra Pradhan, the Honorable Minister of Education, Government of India, and our esteemed guest of honor, Shri Jitin Prasada, Minister of State for Commerce and Industry, Electronics and IT. They are both going to join us in a short while from now. Please bear with us while we are awaiting the arrival of the Honorable Ministers. Meanwhile, may I request you all to please kindly have your seats. We'll request you all to please kindly be seated. So once again, good evening. A very warm welcome to you all. Thank you for joining us for the 15th edition of the AIMA Managing India Award Ceremony. We are delighted to have with us some of the finest in the country as our distinguished award winners and dignitaries today in a very eminent audience. We would like to thank our esteemed sponsors who have supported the award ceremony. Our sincere thanks to Platinum Sponsor, Apollo Hospitals Enterprise Limited, Diamond Sponsor, Hero Realty, Jindal Steel and Power Limited, and Kirloskar Brothers Limited. Gold sponsors, Air India, Tata Steel Limited, Transport Corporation of India Limited, and Triveni Turbine Limited. Our silver sponsors, Ambuja Neotia Group, Aris Kambata Benevolent Trust, Kevin Care, Dempo Group, Gale India Limited, JK Cement, JK Paper Limited, and Pattern International Limited. Our bronze sponsors, Hero FinCorp, Jenica Ventures, Manav Rachna University, Management and Entrepreneurship and Professional Skills Council, Nico Engineering Services Limited, NTPC Limited, and Tata Chemicals Limited. As we would like you to enjoy the evening, we would request all of you to please do remember to put your phones on the silent mode or either switch them off. Thank you. Distinguished invitees, ladies and gentlemen, may I request you all to please kindly take your seats. As you all know, we are shortly expecting our Honorable Chief Guest to join us. We shall be receiving Shri Dharmendra Pradhan, Honorable Minister of Education, Government of India. He is due to join us shortly. Meanwhile, may I request you all to please kindly have your seats. Distinguished dignitaries, honorable invitees, may I request you all to please kindly have your seats. Ladies and gentlemen, may I request you all to please kindly take your seats. We extend a very warm welcome to the Honorable Chief Guest for this evening, Shri Dharmendra Pradhan, Minister of Education, Government of India. May I request you all to please extend a very warm round of applause to the Honorable Minister, sir. We warmly welcome onto the stage our esteemed guest of honor, Shri Jitin Prasada, Minister of State for Commerce and Industry, Electronics and IT, Government of India. May I request all the citation readers and all the award winners to please join us on stage for a group photograph with the Honorable Ministers and the Honorable Dignitaries on the dais. May I request all the esteemed citation readers as well as our esteemed awardees to please join us on stage for a group photograph with the Honorable Ministers and the Honorable Dignitaries on the dais. Dignitaries on the dais, dignitaries of the dais, good evening and a very warm welcome to the 15th Managing India Awards presentation ceremony. This evening, we extend a very warm and hearty welcome to the honorable dignitaries who have already taken their seats on the dais. May I first invite Ms. Rekha Sethi, Director General, All India Management Association, to deliver her introductory remarks.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Shri Dharmendra Pradhan Ji, Minister of Education, Government of India. Shri Jitin Prasad, Minister of State for Commerce and Industry and Electronics and IT, Government of India. Mr. Sanjeev Goenka, Jury Chairman, AIMA Managing India Awards, and Chairman RP Sanjeev Goenka Group. Mr. Sunil Kant Munjal, Past President AIMA and Chairman Hero Enterprise. Dr. Sunita Reddy, President AIMA and Managing Director Apollo Hospitals. Mr. Nikhil Sawhney, immediate Past President AIMA and Vice Chairman and Managing Director Triveni Turbines. Ladies and gentlemen, It is a pleasure to have you all with us this evening for the 15th AIMA Managing India Awards. Many thanks to each one of you for joining us in this celebration of Indian management. We are privileged and honored to have a special chief guest and also a very special guest of honor tonight. Honorable Minister of Education, Mr. Dharmendra Pradhan, and Honorable Minister of State for Commerce and Industry and Electronics and IT, Mr. Jindal Prasad, it is our privilege to have you join us tonight. Many thanks for agreeing to present the AIMA Managing India Awards and address India's management leadership. AIMA awardees are honored to receive the trophies from you. Dr. Goenka, Mr. Munjal, Sunita, Nikhil, thank you all for your support and a very warm welcome to you. Ladies and gentlemen, these awards celebrate special achievers who have not only excelled in their domains, but have also done exceptional service to the country. At AIMA, we believe that it is important to look beyond the narrow personal and organizational objectives and aim for socially and national relevant success. Tonight, we honor those who have raised the bar for vision and performance in the chosen pursuits while contributing to the country's progress. The AIMA Managing India Award winners are a varied lot. They are doyens of Indian industry, path-breaking business founders, corporate empire builders, generous philanthropists, exceptional entertainers, media pioneers, public sector companies, and multinationals. Diverse though they are in their pursuits, united they are in their purpose. They have all made outstanding contribution to the country. Through the AIMA Managing India Awards, we show our appreciation of such special achievers, and we hope that these awards will inspire others to follow their ideals. Young Indians need role models, and tonight's award winners are perfect examples of success with a larger purpose. Our award winners tonight will be introduced by equally accomplished people, our citation readers, whose presence here today adds to the event's glamour and gravitas. It is wonderful to have so many distinguished guests with us tonight, including AIMA's friends and well-wishers and many past presidents who have joined us today to celebrate the achievements of some remarkable individuals and organizations who have done us proud. With these words, it is now my pleasure to invite the AIMA President, Dr. Sunita Reddy, to deliver her welcome address. Thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Shri Dharmendra Pradhan, Minister of Education, Government of India, Shri Jitendra Prasad, Minister of State for Commerce and Industry and Electronics and IT, Government of India, Shri Sanjeev Goenka, Jury Chairman, AIMA Managing India Awards and Chairman of RPSG Group, Shri Sunil Munjal, Past President of AIMA and Chairman of Hero Enterprises, Shri Nikhil Sahani, Immediate Past President of AIMA and Vice Chairman and Managing Director, Triveni Turbines, Rekha Sethi, Director General AIMA. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. It is indeed a pleasure to have you all here. I must thank you for joining us. We believe that leadership is not a position or a title. It is actually action by example. Today, we celebrate and honor such leaders who have led by example and who have defined their leadership identity by setting the highest standards of ethics, of growth, and being role models in their own spheres of work. Honorable Minister of Education, Mr. Dharmendra Pradhan, and Honorable Minister of State for Commerce and Industry and Electronics and IT, Mr. Jitendra Prasad, it is a great privilege to have you amongst us, and thank you for agreeing to hand over the trophies at this event. Mr. Pradhan, you have transformed Indian education, but we knew you as a skilling minister, and the initiatives you took in skilling, especially in healthcare, are something that we appreciate, and I think long-term rewards await the country because of the work that was started under your leadership. Still, under your leadership, India is moving towards a research and innovation-oriented higher education, which is in a knowledge-led economy. Many thanks for joining us here. Mr. Prasada, you are playing a key role in India's bid to become a production and trade hub for the world and making India a leader in technology and innovation. You have made tremendous contribution to the growth of Indian manufacturing and exports, especially in developing India's technology self-sufficiency. Thank you for being here this evening with us. Sanjeev, it is indeed a pleasure to have you. You add both glamour and knowledge and wisdom to this event. So thank you for being here with us. We appreciate your connect, your network in the industry, and for being part of the jury which picked today's worthy winners. Sunil and Nikhil, members of the award jury, it is a pleasure again to have you. Sunil is always available and helpful, and I have to say that he not only gives us wise counsel, but he uses his connections, his network to make sure that our programming turns out just perfect. So thank you, Sunil. Nikhil, your experience and insights have been invaluable. We are grateful for your inputs, so thank you for being here today. Rekha, thank you for curating today's program, which is, the program starting from the morning, it was beautifully curated, a lot of knowledge that was shared. We are grateful for this to you and the AIMA team. AIMA's past presidents, leaders, friends, and well-wishers who have joined us this evening. I also welcome members of the AIMA Council and members of AIMA's local management associations. A special welcome to the winners of this year's AIMA's Managing India Awards. The evening is entirely about you. It is our privilege to celebrate your success, and we hope that your journey will continue to evolve post this event. A very warm welcome also to our distinguished friends who have graciously agreed to read the citations for the award winners. Each one of you is an outstanding achiever and a celebrated leader in your own right. This comes at a time when, as you look around us, I must say that this is a very special day, ladies and gentlemen, for AIMA. Today, the organization is celebrating its 69th Foundation Day. Management, as you know, is both an art and a science, and AIMA has developed a scientific temper and artistic flair in management over the years. The Managing India Awards are central to AIMA's mandate, and these awards are the most coveted management and leadership awards in the country. The list of winners and of these awards include the best minds in Indian business. From this year onwards, we have dedicated the AIMA Managing India Corporate Citizen Award to Mr. Ratan Tata, who exemplified socially responsible business leadership. Mr. Tata was a benchmark of corporate ethics and support for India's socio-economic growth and progress, as well as nation building. But he went beyond that. Besides building a strong foundation for India's economy, Mr. Tata had the courage to take India overseas with his expansion of Taj Hotels, his acquisition of Jaguar. These are traits of a great citizen, and I'm sure that today's winner represents many of these values. This year's awards are being presented against the backdrop of growing uncertainty. And I'm sure you read so much of it in the papers that I will not talk too much about it. But if you look at India still holds a very, very special place in the world's economy. Today, we are fifth, but we're well on track to becoming the fourth largest economy. But beyond that, I think we have the advantage of demographics. We are the world's youngest country. And while many of the countries are worrying about their aging population, in India we have the huge advantage of a young population. We also are blessed that amongst us we have leaders who've unified the country in ways that many could not have done. And as I look and try and compare with the European Union, the European Union is a conglomeration of 27 different countries. In India, we have 28 states, but we have a unified system called Aadhaar, which links each and every individual. We have the UPI. We have so many digital innovations that enable speed, scale, and innovation. And I think this is what young India, this is what today's India represents. And to all of you who've made it possible, thank you for being here. I would really like to welcome you for this evening. And I would like to end with a story of which I think is very relevant for AIMA. This is a story of a great banyan tree. And as you can see in the picture, this banyan tree actually exists in Kolkata. And it is the largest tree in the world. It is 250 years old. It spreads over 4.63 acres, which is equal to 4 football fields. And it has 4,000 roots. This is really the essence. It represents the core values. The roots represent the core values that AIMA is trying to cultivate and which we hope will grow from year to year. So today, we leave you with this to say that we are growing as an organization. We recognize and we encourage organizations with these values to grow and spread. And also to celebrate the level 5 leaders who live not because of the short term, but who have the long-term vision. It is these leaders that have built today's India. With these words, a very warm welcome to you. Let me hand it over to Sanjeev, Chairman of the Awards Jury, to introduce you to this year's India AIMA Awards.
Thank you, Sunita. Honorable Ministers, Shri Dharmendra Pradhan ji, Shri Jitendra Prasad ji, ladies and gentlemen. Let me add my own welcome to all of you to this very special evening. Special, made by the presence of very special individuals. 2 outstanding ministers, Shri Dharmendra Pradhan, who is changing the way education is imparted in the country. And that lays the foundation for the next several generations. Shri Jitendra Prasad, who is using his dynamism and vision to transform the way commerce and industry thinks. Thank you, sirs, for your presence. It's an evening when we recognize excellence, exceptional performance across categories, across fields, young, old, creative, literary, journalist world. And today is even more special because it's not every day we get a leader who deserves an award for the decade. It's one of those rare moments in our history, maybe the second, that we have such a leader. Thank you, Sajjan, for being with us. So it's special. Once again, welcome. Each one of you is an inspiration. Thank you for being here. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, we now start the awards distribution ceremony with our first award of the evening, which is Transformational Business Leader of the Year. This award honors a visionary leader who has driven significant transformation in business and society through innovation, strategy, and execution. The recipient has demonstrated outstanding leadership that has reshaped industries and created a lasting impact. May I invite on stage Ms. Shivani Wazir Pasreech, Director of the Study School, Chairperson of the Commonwealth Cultural Forum, and CEO, SWP Productions, to kindly read the citation.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is a privilege to be amongst all the greats in this room, particularly the Honorable Minister for Education. I work in the early childhood education space, and it is my dream to push forth a green curriculum that will create green soldiers and transformational business leaders. Today, I have the honor of announcing the award for a business leader who is not only transformational, but he has such tremendous joie de vivre that you cannot ever forget him once you've met him. And he does have a way of bringing out the best in people. So it is my great privilege to read Devansh Jain, Executive Director of Inox GFL, has won the Transformational Business Leader of the Year award from AIMA. He is a third-generation leader of a century-old business house. He has led the transformation of the family's chemical business into an energy transition conglomerate. Under his leadership, the Inox GFL Groups has become a leading producer of wind turbines and lithium-ion battery intermediates while expanding into solar power and green hydrogen. With a keen eye for emerging opportunities, he has integrated the group's role in the EV batteries chemical sector and built a wind farm land bank across central and western India. He has expanded into installation, operation, and maintenance services for wind and solar energy projects. Expertise in renewable energy is highlighted through this. An agile entrepreneur, he has steered Inox GFL through shifting policies and varied trends, positioning it as a key player in India's green industrial revolution. Ladies and gentlemen, the All India Management Association is privileged to announce the AIMA Managing India Transformational Business Leader of the Year award to Mr. Devansh Jain, Executive Director, Inox GFL Group.
Congratulations. And heartiest congratulations to Mr. Jain on receiving this award. And thank you, Ms. Pastrich. May I request Mr. Jain to kindly share his thoughts?
Good evening, everybody. Someone said I'm too young to receive this award. So it's truly an honor to receive the AIMA Transformational Business Leader of the Year award. You know, it's ironical, over the past few years, we've positioned and transformed the Inox GFL Group to be at the forefront of energy transition, right from our forays in wind and EV battery materials to now a very large foray in solar and our IPP and our own IPP. So it's really an honor. I thank the jury and all the AIMA members for this recognition, which only strengthens our resolve, to become national champions. Thank you.
Heartiest congratulations again, and thank you, Ms. Pastrich. We move on to our next award, which is Outstanding Contribution to Media. The award recognizes an individual who has made a lasting impact on the Indian media industry through leadership, journalistic integrity, and contribution to shaping public discourse. The recipient has played a key role in setting ethical benchmarks and driving excellence in media. To read out the citation of the award winner, may I invite on stage Mr. Sunil Sethi, Chairman, Fashion Design Council of India.
When I first saw the name for the citation, I thought maybe if it was my organization, I would give her an award for wearing the best handloom saris on television. But this is more serious and has a lot more substance. So that's what the AIMA Managing India Awards 2025 is all about. The outstanding contribution to media, Navika Kumar. Group Editor-in-Chief, Times Now and Times Now Navbharat. A veteran of print and television media, she leads Times Now and Times Now Navbharat, two of India's most prominent news platforms. She's played a key role in establishing and strengthening these channels, making them influential voices on the national media. An innovative and entrepreneurial editor, she has transformed television news into a powerful force in public discourse. She has interviewed global leaders, including our Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi, shaping key political narratives. Her editorial vision has helped Times Now become a preferred platform for political and policy discussions. With nearly 4 decades of experience, she has demonstrated an exceptional ability to understand public sentiment and also frame socio-political issues. Her leadership has set new benchmarks in news broadcasting, making television journalism even more impactful. The All India Management Association is pleased to confer the AIMA Marketing Award for Outstanding Contribution to Media on Miss Navika Kumar, Group Editor-in-Chief, Times Now and Times Now Mahabharat.
Heartiest congratulations, Ms. Kumar, and many thanks for doing the honors, Mr. Sethi.
Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. I have a full panel here, and when the mic is given to an anchor, they don't stop before 1 hour is over. Maybe 5 minutes earlier for the commercial ad break. But thank you so very much, AIMA. Thank you, jury, for conferring this honor on me. It just encourages me to keep going on. And it's been a ride that's been over 32 years. From the day I joined as a business journalist to moving on to political economy and then to heading 2 channels, I can say the passion has only increased, never declined. And this one is really for the teams that work with me, both at Times Now and Times Now Navbharat. Guys, this is for you because a lot of work goes on behind the scenes for a television anchor. And it is this team that puts it all together. I would also like to thank the groups that have taught me. I worked with the Times Group for 22 years out of the 32 years of my career and 10 years with the Indian Express. And whatever I've learned, I'm here with that knowledge and I hold it close to my heart. To my family, to my parents who allowed me to fly and just touch the skies. Thank you very much, Dad. Thank you, Mom. And my husband, who's always been a rock beside me. And of course, a beautiful family of children and the latest member in my family, Nirvair. This one is also for you. Thank you so very much. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you to all of you here.
Congratulations, Ms. Kumar, and many thanks for doing the honors, Mr. Sethi. The next award of the evening is the Entrepreneur of the Year. This award honors an individual who has built an innovative and disruptive enterprise, redefining industry standards and creating a brand with strong market impact. The recipient embodies the resilience and vision of entrepreneurship, driving growth and setting new benchmarks in their field. To read out the citation for the awardee in this category, I invite on stage Mr. Vikram Chandra, founder, Editor G Technologies.
I'm sure we all remember a time when India used to be importing hundreds of billions of dollars worth of electronic equipment. And now we're in a situation where India actually exports. It exports $100 billion of electronic equipment. And there is one name which comes in mind when you start thinking of that transformation. If you think about manufacture in India and manufacturing in India, there is really one name that comes to mind. And the entrepreneur of the year is Sunil Vachani, chairman of Dixon Technologies India Limited. And it's a particular pleasure for me to announce this to him because I've known him since he was really, really small. A self-made manufacturing tycoon, he's created India's largest electronics manufacturing services company. His company, Dixon Technologies, makes consumer electronics, home appliances, lighting products, mobile phones, and security devices for global and for Indian brands. He's played a key role in making India self-reliant in electronics manufacturing, and he's helped reduce dependence on imports by scaling up domestic production. Under his leadership, Dixon has expanded beyond assembly to include R&D, design, and component manufacturing, strengthening India's electronic supply chain. An industry leader, he has shaped India's electronics manufacturing policies and promoted large-scale production. He's also expanded Dixon's global footprint by setting up manufacturing in the Middle East and entering new markets. His leadership has positioned Dixon Technologies as a key enabler of India's Make in India ambitions. The All India Management Association is pleased to confer the AIMA Managing India Awards for Manufacturing Excellence and the Entrepreneur of the Year on Mr. Sunil Vachani, Executive Chairman, Dixon Technologies.
Thank you, AIMA, for this very prestigious award and this recognition. I received this award today on behalf of the 40,000 strong family members of Dixon. It's their hard work, their commitment, their dedication. I'm just privileged to be the face of the company, and I receive it on their behalf. As Vikram rightly mentioned, I think today we recall the time and as a country, we were importing almost everything that we consumed in the country. And fast forward to today, when I think we'll be looking at a production of almost $500 billion of electronic manufacturing. But I can assure you this journey has just begun. I think a lot more needs to be done. We need to invest in a component ecosystem. We need to invest in a design ecosystem. And I can assure you on behalf of the company and the industry, sir, that we will not rest until India becomes the next hub for manufacturing with the world. Thank you once again for this recognition. Thank you.
Congratulations, Mr. Vachani. Thank you, Mr. Chandra. Our next award is for MNC in India of the Year. This award recognizes a multinational corporation that has significantly contributed to India's economic growth while demonstrating strong market leadership and innovation. The recipient has played a crucial role in strengthening India's position in the global business environment. May I invite onto the stage Tech Guru and Managing Editor, NDTV, Mr. Rajiv Makni.
First of all, ex-Managing Editor, NDTV. So, good evening, everybody. Honorable Ministers, as Sunita, you put it, the very, very glamorous members of AIMA, all of you out here, the even more better-looking winners for today. Great privilege to be here to give away this award. I'm going to be reading the citation for MNC in India of the Year. The winners are Siemens Limited India, award to be received by Sunil Mathur, Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer, Siemens Limited India. Now, before I actually read the citation, this is only open to non-citation readers and non-winners. Most MNCs usually have a track record of being in the country 50, 60 years. Can anyone guess when Siemens India actually got associated with India? There's a special prize I'll be announcing for that person who gets it right. Anybody? Okay, yeah, okay. We play hot and cold, so that's kind of warm right now. Anybody else? 160. That was very quick Googling. Wonderfully done, right? Okay. All right. Okay, so it is actually 158 years, and your prize is you invited to the dinner tonight. Okay. Okay. A multinational with deep roots in India, Siemens has played a key role in the transformation of Indian industry and infrastructure since the 19th century. It laid the first telegraph line between London and Calcutta and remains integral to India's industrial growth. And this is the line that they laid in 1867, London to India. The company had an exceptional 2024 financial year, achieving more than 14% growth in sales and a 25% rise in profits. It has announced new factories for power transformers, metro trains, switch gears, and vacuum interpreters to support growing infrastructure demands. A technology powerhouse, Siemens is driving India's digital transformation by integrating automation, cybersecurity, additive manufacturing, industrial AI, and very importantly, digital twins. Its investment of rupees 1,000 crores in new manufacturing facilities reinforces its long-term commitment to India. All India Management Association is pleased to confer the AIMA Managing India Award for the MNC in India of the Year on Siemens Limited India through its Managing Director and CEO, Mr. Sunil Mathur.
Honorable Ministers and dignitaries on the platform here, ladies and gentlemen, this is indeed a true honor to receive this award, which I do on behalf of over 35,000 people here in India. As Rajiv mentioned, in 1867, the first telegraph line was drawn between Calcutta and London. This shortened the communication time of messages between the two continents from a couple of days to 28 minutes. In 1922, we set up the first manufacturing unit in Mumbai under the Mahalakshmi Bridge. That workshop is still there today, unfortunately not owned by us. But we had 24 workers there. And since then, we have been part of India's growth story. Today, we are 35,000 people, 32 factories, and are present in energy, infrastructure, smart manufacturing, and healthcare. It is indeed an honor to receive this on behalf of every single employee here in the company who has really gone out of their way to trying to make a difference to customers every single day. Thank you, AIMA, for this recognition. Thank you very much.
Congratulations, Siemens Limited India, for this award, and Mr. Sunil Mathur, Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer, Siemens Limited, for receiving this honor. Thank you, Mr. Makni, for introducing the winner. The next award of the evening is Emerging Business Leader of the Year. This award recognizes a dynamic business leader who has demonstrated exceptional potential to shape their industry through innovation and strategic vision. The recipient has already made a significant impact and is poised to take their enterprise to even greater heights. We have with us Mr. Ajit Pal Singh, former captain of the Indian hockey team and Arjuna Award winner, to read the citation of the winner.
Good evening, Honorable Ministers, ladies and gentlemen. I have the honor to read citation for the Emerging Business Leader of the Year, Mr. Jindal Mehta, Vice Chairman and Managing Director, Torrent Power Limited, a distinguished sign of the Torrent Group. He leads Torrent Power, an integrated power company that generates, transmits, and distributes both thermal and renewable energy. He has played a key role in setting up the company's mega power project and expanding its distribution network, which now serves over 40 lakh customers across 12 cities. An agile business leader, he's aligning the company with emerging energy technologies, incentives, and regulations while driving large-scale investment in renewables. His vision includes significantly increasing the share of green energy in the company's portfolio and building energy storage capabilities to ensure round-the-clock renewable power supply. Under his leadership, Torrent Power has also expanded into natural gas distribution, securing exclusive supply right in 35 cities. All India Management Association is pleased to confer the AIMA Emerging Business Leader of the Year Award on Mr. Jindal Mehta, Vice Chairman and Managing Director, Torrent Power Group. Congratulations, Mr. Jindal Mehta.
I'm truly grateful to the AIMA leadership and the awards jury headed by Dr. Sanjeev Goenka for bestowing this prestigious honor on me. This award is all the more special because it has been handed over by two people I greatly admire, Shri Dharmendra Pradhan ji and Shri Jitin Prasad ji. I wish to acknowledge the role and support of a few important people in my journey so far: my grandparents, my father and mother, my uncle and aunt, my wife Nirja, and my mentor and our former group CEO, Makan Bhatt. Thank you to each one of you. I accept this award on behalf of my fellow colleagues at Torrent who are doing a wonderful job, and I represent them. Thank you so very much for this prestigious honor once again.
A huge round of applause, please, for our esteemed winner, Mr. Mehta. And thank you, Mr. Singh, for reading the citation. The next award is for Entrepreneurial Excellence. This award honors an individual whose contributions to India's startup ecosystem have played a key role in advancing innovation and business growth. Through strategic insight and mentorship, the recipient has enabled early-stage ventures to scale successfully and compete in dynamic markets. May I request Ms. Reena Dhaka, renowned fashion designer, to please come onto the stage and introduce the winner.
Grateful to be in this room. Thank you, AIMA, for having me read this citation for Entrepreneurial Excellence. A pioneering internet entrepreneur and venture capitalist, he is among the architects of India's digital economy. He has built a conglomerate of online platforms that address urban India's essential needs: jobs, education, marriage, and housing. An astute innovator, he has created category-defining startups including Naukri, Shiksha, Jeevan Sathi, and 99 Acres. The founder is InfoEdge India, Sanjeev Bhikchandani. Beyond business, he has played a key role in fostering India's startup ecosystem by mentoring and investing in ventures. He has actively supported and guided promising startups including Zomato, and Policy Bazaar, which have become industry leaders. A socially engaged entrepreneur, he co-founded Ashoka University to promote liberal arts education and has significantly contributed to preserving history through the 1947 Partition Archive. Recognized for his contributions, he received the Padma Shri in 2020. All India Management Association is pleased to confer the AIMA Managing India Award for Entrepreneurial Excellence on Mr. Sanjeev Bhikchandani, founder, Info Edge India Limited.
Thank you so much. Rekha didn't tell me that one have to make a speech. So, fortunately, I was not the first to get the award. So, while others were speaking, I was listening to them and noting down what they were saying and making my points. Yeah. But look, I have done 2-3 things. One of which is, of course, straddles the world of IT. So, I'm glad Mr. Jindal Prasad is here to give me the award. I also am a co-founder of Ashoka University, so I'm so happy that Mr. Dharmendra Pradhan is here to give me the award, and we work in higher education. I also work at startups, so the Ministry of Commerce is also involved. But most of all, for me, a fanboy moment was when I saw Mr. Ajit Pal Singh here, and so I was 12 years old, and I was glued to the radio set in the hockey final of the World Cup in 1975. And thank you, sir. Yeah.
Congratulations, Mr. Bhikchandani.
I haven't done yet. I'm not finished yet. Okay. Look, I'm the guy who gets to go on stage. But whatever success we achieved is due to the efforts of a lot of people. Very often it's not me, but I'm the guy who gets to go on stage. Yeah, thank you so much.
Congratulations once again, sir. And thanks, Ms. Dhaka, for introducing the winner. The next award is for lifetime contribution to media. This award honors an individual whose leadership and contributions have shaped the evolution of the Indian media landscape. The recipient has set new benchmarks in journalism, ethics, and industry innovation while influencing the direction of public discourse. To read the citation for the awardee, may I invite on stage Mr. Dilip Cherian, Image Guru, Communications Expert, Founder, Perfect Relations.
Thank you, Honorable Ministers and others on the dais and exceptional individuals in the audience. I am delighted to be able to read out the citation for lifetime contribution to media to a dear friend and someone who I respect and love, Shobna Bhartiya, who's chairperson and editorial director of HT Media Limited. Besides having a terrible shoulder, she is an innovative media leader. She has reinvented a legacy newspaper and created a formidable digital media legacy. The youngest and first woman CEO of a national newspaper in India in the 80s. She went on to transform the HT group through changing markets, through changing competition and adapting new technology. She refreshed the Hindustan Times for the post-liberalization consumer economy, and she founded Mint, a business newspaper with global flavor. She has created several digital media properties with strong data mining and monetizing capabilities.
For her many contributions to society, she received the Padma Shri for services both to media and elsewhere, and was also appointed to the Rajya Sabha because of her social contribution. The All India Management Association is pleased to confer the AIMA Managing India Lifetime Contribution to Media Award on Ms. Shobna Bhartia, Chairperson and Executive Director, HP Media.
Many thanks for the AIMA award to all those on the dais, to Chairman of the jury. It's truly an honor and a privilege for me to be here to receive this award today. I see the newspaper industry and our business as journalism not just being about reporting news. It's really about strengthening, empowering, and informing communities to try and contribute more to the social diversity that we have. Now, more than ever before, truth is something that matters a lot, especially with so much of fake news going around. It's difficult sometimes to discern between what is genuine and what is not. And therefore, we have this responsibility in terms of upholding the values of integrity, accuracy, and honest storytelling. This award is not just a token of my contribution, but is a testament to the dedication of our entire teams who work tirelessly day in and day out and believe in the power of the press. I'd like to take this opportunity of also thanking my family who has supported me through this journey. Being a woman in this industry comes with challenges, but also comes with opportunities in terms of being able to break barriers and set newer standards that actually pave the way for many people and the younger generation that comes after you. Once again, many thanks for this recognition, and I'm privileged to get this award.
Congratulations, Ms. Bhartiya. Congratulations, Ms. Bhartiya, for this distinction, and many thanks to you, Mr. Cherian. Our next award is the Outstanding Institution Builder. This award recognizes an individual who has demonstrated exceptional vision and leadership in establishing and strengthening an organization or institution. The recipient has significantly influenced their industry, creating a lasting legacy of success and impact. To read the citation, we invite on stage Mr. Shekhar Gupta, Chairman and Editor-in-Chief, Printline Media Private Limited.
Well, thank you. Let me also join Sanjeev first because it's a fanboy moment. Sanjeev was 12. I was about 17 when we watched that final on blurry black and white TVs. And Ajit Pal was our center half. And that is when we read in newspapers that center half is the pivot of the team. And to me, that taught me the meaning of the pivot in any team. The pivot is somebody who defends, who attacks, who backs the defenders, and who backs the attackers. And much later, I realized, while reading up on Rahul Dravid, that he used to play cricket in school, and he also played the center half. And you know how he turned out to be the pivot of the Indian cricket team. So thank you. We are all honored to be here. This is the last World Championship, 1975. The last genuine World Championship that Indian hockey has won. We won the gold medal at Moscow Olympics, but that was a very truncated Olympics because of the boycott over Afghanistan. So thank you, sir. Very good to, fantastic to see you here. And the other brilliant person whose citation I am reading. So I know that I was noticing that a lot of people today are much younger than before. So AIMA has made a generational shift. But if I look at the front two rows and maybe here, a lot of us would, if our arteries are being kept clean, we'll have to thank Dilip Shanghvi. At least in my case, that's true, right? So I'll make a true confession. So I'm so honored to be, because drugs is such a trust business, pharmaceuticals. If you don't trust a pharmaceutical, it's very difficult in life. So thank you very much, because trust is your real asset. I have your citation, which I will read. I will make one editing correction. I will delete one word and I will tell you why. So this is the citation. Outstanding institution builder, Dilip Shanghvi, Chairman and Managing Director, Sun Pharmaceuticals Industries Limited. A pharma and financial wizard, he has built the world's fourth largest and India's largest generics pharmaceuticals company from scratch. This tiny psychiatric drug company he set up in 1983 has grown into a global pharmaceuticals manufacturing, marketing, and research conglomerate with sales of nearly $6 billion in over 100 countries. A man who saw the future, he prioritized high margin, the next word I'm cutting out and I will tell you why, high margin lifestyle niches in the medicines market and built a financial arsenal through high profits for the acquisitions in India and overseas. He expanded Sun Pharma's reach in key global markets, strengthening its leadership in generics. I will tell you the word I cut out. The word I cut out, because I'm a compulsive editor, I must use the blue pen, is low competition. Because it said, the original says, the man who saw the future, he prioritized high margin, low competition lifestyle niches. So I just cut out the low competition because I know how competitive the pharma business is, and I don't think there are any areas which are low competition. That said, I carry on now. Today, the company operates more than 40 factories worldwide and employs 40,000 people. It is a dominant generics firm in the US and continues growing in Japan, Europe, and Brazil. All India Management Association is pleased to confer the AIMA Managing India Outstanding Institution Builder Award on Mr. Dilip Shanghvi, Chairman and Managing Director, Sun Pharmaceutical Industries Limited.
So thank you, AIMA, for this recognition. Thanks, the jury, for recognizing the work that the team at Sun Pharma has done. And I received this award on behalf of the entire team at Sun Pharma, because that has been the privilege, is that being part of the building up of Sun Pharma as an organization which is focused on success globally. Receiving it from Dharmendra Pradhan ji as well as Jindal Prasad ji, I think it's also a matter of honor. I've known Mr. Pradhan since a long time, and I know his focus and success in whatever he does. So recognizing this, hopefully part of that capability will also come to me. So once again, thanks everyone for this recognition. I received this on behalf of my entire family at Sun as well as in my home. Thank you.
Congratulations, Mr. Shanghvi, and thank you, Mr. Gupta. We move on now to the next of our awards, which is the Business Leader of the Decade. This award recognizes an industry leader who has demonstrated outstanding leadership, innovation, and social responsibility over the past decade. The recipient has driven long-term business growth while making a profound impact on society and industry practices. To read the citation for this award, may I invite on stage Mr. Yezdi Nagpurwala, Chief Executive Officer, KPMG in India.
Good evening, everyone. It's an absolute pleasure to read the citation for the business leader of the decade. An extraordinary business leader, he has turned JSW into a global conglomerate during the past decade and more than doubled its revenue to 24 billion. An agile and astute entrepreneur, he has aligned JSW Group with India's infrastructure expansion and modernization campaign and made it a major player in steel, renewable energy, and cement businesses. Under his leadership, JSW has nearly tripled its steel-making capacity to 39 million tons a year and has become the second largest private player in the port sector. He has also led JSW's foray into electric vehicles and military drones by partnering with Chinese and American companies. Beyond its industrial might, JSW has diversified into paints, sports, and a range of philanthropic initiatives through the foundation, making significant impact across multiple sectors. All India Management Association is pleased to confer the AIMA Managing India Business Leader of the Decade Award on Mr. Sajjan Jindal, Chairman JSW Group.
Thank you, Iva, for this AIMA, for this real prestigious award. As Sanjeev mentioned, I'm the second person to receive it, so it's that much more prestigious. Dharmendra Pradhan ji and Jatin Prasada ji, receiving this award from you both, it means even more special for me. And this recognition actually is meant to my whole team, the incredible team that I have in my whole organization. That is what, I've been thinking that 10 years is a long time in anybody's life, but when you look past, then it seems like yesterday that 10 years we started a journey 10 years ago for something. It's just like yesterday. So thank you once again for this recognition. This morning I was attending this program where Honorable Prime Minister was there for setting up this university called Soul, School of Ultimate Leadership. And Prime Minister mentioned a few words. I thought it was pretty apt for this evening and especially for this award that I am receiving. He said that if you want to grow, if you want to do well in your organization or in any field, your leadership matters, and that takes your company to a distance. If you want to multiply your organization, if you want to grow your organization, you have to multiply your leadership. Not only yours, you have to create more leaders. And if you want to build this nation or any country, then you have to really multiply leaders, and then only the country will progress and will grow. And that's why Soul is being created. So this leadership is the essence of any organization, and I'm very fortunate that in the last 10 years in my organization, in JSW Group, I've been very lucky that I have built a lot of leaders who are taking the organization forward. So thank you, AIMA, once again. Thanks a lot.
Congratulations, Mr. Jindal, and thank you, Mr. Nagpurwala. We move to the next award, which is Lifetime Contribution Award. This award honors an individual whose pioneering contributions have transformed their field and elevated India's global standing. Through exceptional leadership and vision, the recipient has created a lasting legacy that continues to shape the industry. May I invite on stage Mr. P. Balaji, Group Head, GRC and Corporate Affairs in Air India Limited, to introduce the winner.
Honorable Ministers, Shri Dharmendra Pradhan ji, Mr. Jindal Prasada, dignitaries on the dais, and ladies and gentlemen. It is indeed an honor for me to read the citation for a person who's a legend in his lifetime. And I've had the honor to interact with him a few times, and I've been just blown away by his vision. I remember I thought I was a guy of technology in the early 2000s, and I met him, and here was not only talking about healthcare, but also talking about what difference telemedicine could do in the lives of the have-nots in providing primary healthcare. So indeed, a great man, Sri Prathap C. Reddy, founder and chairman, Apollo Hospitals Limited. I read the citation for him. He's a doyen in India's private healthcare sector. He has built the country's largest healthcare conglomerate spanning hospitals, pharmacies, diagnostics, logistics, and telemedicine. Under his leadership, Apollo Hospitals has expanded to nearly 75 owned and managed hospitals with over 10,000 beds, serving millions of citizens of the country annually. An agile and innovative leader, he has pioneered several advancements in Indian healthcare, including preventive health checks, telemedicine, and AI-assisted diagnostics. He introduced micro-health insurance, making quality healthcare accessible to underserved populations, and launched the Save a Child's Heart program to address congenital heart conditions. His leadership has set new standards in healthcare delivery and inspired many in the medical field. Recognized for his contributions, he has been awarded the Padma Vibhushan. All India Management Association is pleased to confer the AIMA Managing India Lifetime Contribution Award on Dr. Prathap C. Reddy, founder and chairman, Apollo Hospitals Limited Group, to his daughters and successors, Preeta and Sunita Reddy.
Thank you to the members of the jury and the honorable ministers for your presence. I'm so grateful to everybody here whose lives we've managed to touch. And Dr. Reddy came back from the US because his father told him that he has to do something for his country. So he just packed up and left and came. It made a difference, but I think it was because there was a single-minded devotion to do something for people who needed healthcare in our country, and we've managed to do that. We're very grateful to all the members of the Apollo family, which is actually 200,000 people from different walks of life. And I'd also like to acknowledge the unsung heroes of healthcare who work 24/7 just to deliver the best-in-class healthcare in every way possible. And I think four of us work hard together to take his mission forward. And Sunita will join me as a daughter now, not president of AIMA, to say something.
I should just say ditto, but I will say that this is a tribute to Apollo's values, that every life is precious and every human being is worth saving. And I hope that we continue to live up to these values, because it is truly what drives us, what brings us to work each day, and it is the values that, you don't get to choose your parents, but we were fortunate to get such great ones. Thank you again, members of the jury, AIMA.
Thank you, Dr. Preeta Reddy. Thank you, Dr. Sunita Reddy, for receiving the award on behalf of Dr. Prathap Reddy. Thank you, Mr. Balaji, for reading the citation. And now the last award of the evening is AIMA Ratan Tata Corporate Citizen Award. AIMA has dedicated the Managing India Corporate Citizen Award to Mr. Ratan Tata, who exemplified socially responsible business leadership. This award category has been renamed as the AIMA Ratan Tata Corporate Citizen Award and will be presented for the first time under its new title to honor an icon of the Indian industry. The award honors an individual who has demonstrated long-term commitment to ethical, sustainable, and socially responsible business practices. May I request Mr. Sunil Kant Munjal, past President AIMA and Chairman Hero Enterprise, to read the citation for the winner.
Before I read the citation, I want to salute this unique individual for how he's touched everybody's lives, literally every one of us. He's also a unique individual who actually got into the IIT without sitting for a coaching class. Is that correct? So, the AIMA Ratan Tata Corporate Citizen Award to Nandan Nilekani, co-founder and chairman, Infosys Technologies Limited. A doyen of the Indian IT industry and the prime architect of India's digital revolution, he has made a transformative impact on the Indian economy, governance, and citizenship. He is the founding chairman of UIDAI, which created Aadhaar, the world's largest digital identity system. His contributions have enabled seamless financial transactions, efficient tax collection, and social welfare distribution, strengthening India's digital infrastructure. Beyond Aadhaar, he has played a key role in modernizing India's tax administration and advancing AI-driven governance. A pioneering techno-philanthropist, he co-founded eGov Foundation to support urban governance and Ek Step to improve digital literacy. He has also championed open digital platforms that empower startups and businesses, reinforcing India's leadership in digital transformation. His efforts continue to shape India's digital economy, ensuring accessibility and inclusion. All India Management Association is pleased to confer the AIMA Ratan Tata Corporate Citizen Award on Mr. Nandan Nilekani, co-founder and chairman, Infosys Technology.
I'm really very grateful to AIMA and the AIMA jury led by Sanjeev for selecting me for this award, and it's great to be here in Delhi in the presence of Honorable Mr. Pradhan ji and Jitin Prasad ji, both of whom I've known for a long time, and I've admired the work that they have done. This is, in some sense, I've been at this for 15 years trying to see how India can be transformed with technology. But it's not just my achievement alone, because this is something we have brought together people from around the world, Indians of talent, Indians of high achievement, who all wanted to contribute to a public purpose on how do we change a country through digital means. And that's been the journey that we have had. It's been a journey where we created the Aadhaar platform, 1.3 billion people used 80 million times a day, a platform that led to KYC and bank accounts, and Prime Minister Modi ji had the Prime Minister's Jindal Yojana program, 700 million new bank accounts. Then the whole mobile revolution using Aadhaar KYC led to the rise of all the networks, Jio and Airtel and so on. Then this also laid the foundation for the direct benefit transfer. So Aadhaar KYC led to bank accounts were then connected through NPCI to transfer money digitally, and today India runs the world's largest digital cash transfer program. And then I had the privilege of being an advisor to NPCI, where we designed the UPI platform. Today that does 17 billion transactions
a month, 400 million users, 50 million merchants where you make payments. I had the privilege of working with Pradhanji on Diksha platform during the pandemic. The entire digital infrastructure of India's education is there, and it's thanks to his leadership that we are using it everywhere now. So I think basically I'm spending my time on how to do things at population scale. I genuinely believe that the only way the country can move forward is by population scale digital transformation, and we're very fortunate that for the last 10 years, Prime Minister Modi has been a huge supporter and believer in this method, and that's one of the reasons why we've been able to move so far. And we have been able to, on one side, make distribution of benefits more efficient, which is the DBT, but the same approach to technology has been applied in income tax and GST, and today we have the fastest growing tax system in the world. So both the revenue side of being a business guy, we fix the revenue side and the expenditure side of what is happening, and I think that's been very important. And now there are many other things that we are working on, how to use AI for population scale usage in agriculture, in education, in language, how to create tokenization of assets, and how to make how to change the distribution network when you have millions of small producers, each with their own rooftop solar producing power. What do you think of the network required to make that happen? But we are very fortunate that in India, we have a broad consensus on digital reform, and we have a great system. The government is very supportive. Whenever I go with an idea to anybody in the government, they are willing to listen and willing to consider, which I think is a great thing that, you don't get this in many other countries. I was in Germany last week, and they were asking, how do you do it, and can you do it in Germany? So, Sunil, I was with your colleagues. So the first time people abroad are asking us, what is it that we can do to be similar in approach? So I think it's been a great thing. And finally, let me say that I'm delighted, absolutely, apart from the prestige of the AIMA award, I'm delighted that I'm the first recipient of the Ratan Tata award. He was my mentor. He was a friend. He was a collaborator. He and I did a lot of philanthropy together. We also co-founded a company together. So really, I've had many, many associations with Ratanji, and so I'm especially delighted that I have received this award in the name of Mr. Ratan Tata and the first beneficiary of the award. So thank you very much for this honor. I'm really grateful to all of you. Thank you.
Congratulations, Mr. Nilekani. Thank you, Mr. Munjal. Ladies and gentlemen, with this, we come to the end of the awards presentation ceremony. Once again, let's give a huge round of applause to all of our winners this evening. May I now request Ms. Shovana Narayan, Kathak Guru, performer, choreographer, author, and IAAS retired, to introduce our esteemed guest of honor.
Good evening, Honorable Ministers and eminent dignitaries on the dais and distinguished members in the audience. I consider it a special privilege and honor to read the citation of one of our most dynamic young leaders. It is my privilege to introduce the Honorable Minister of State for Commerce and Industry and Electronics and IT, our respected Shri Jindal Prasadji. A key member of the Union Cabinet, he is providing transformative leadership to two extremely critical ministries. He is playing a central role in making India a manufacturing and trading hub of the world and a global leader in digital applications and innovations. A visionary technophile, he has committed to making AI in India for India and for the world. He's playing a key role in democratizing AI capacity and use in the country. He's also driving India's efforts towards net zero emission by promoting adoption and production of clean energy products. A versatile policy maker and administrator, he has led several ministries in his long career. During the two UPA regimes, he served as the Minister of State for Steel, Petroleum and Natural Gas, Road Transport and Highways, and Human Resource Development. He has also served as Minister in the Uttar Pradesh government. His enormous and varied experience as a politician and minister are great assets to the government. It is my pleasure to invite our guest of honor, Shri Jiten Prasad, to address the audience. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome him with a huge round of applause.
Thank you, ma'am, for those kind words and such a long citation. Pretty privileged. And today, on this award ceremony, on the dais with me, my senior colleague and the Education Minister of India, Mr. Dharmendra Pradhan ji, the President AIMA, Sunita Reddy ji, Mr. Sanjeev Goenka, the jury chairman, Mr. Sunil Kant Munjal, the past president of AIMA, Mr. Nikhil Soni, my friend from school as well, the immediate past president, Rekha Sethi, the Director General AIMA, all the awardees and leading lights who read the citation, people from various backgrounds in the industry, management, ladies and gentlemen, friends from the media. It is a privilege for me to be here at this AIMA award ceremony where the Indian management talent is being celebrated. And, the AIMA over the years, since 1957, that's about 7 decades, has been closely associated in nation building, contributing to the corporate world, to the corporate sector, and the India growth story. And I know a lot of people here over the years I've met and seen and even read and, admired, I can say, who are in this hall today. And I can tell you, whatever limited experience that I do have, that, and I agree, I would say that AIMA would also agree that the last 10 years, since Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji has taken over, the trajectory of our growth story in India and the name brand India. The other day I was with Mr. Satya Nadella at one of the chats, and he took over Microsoft in 2014 as well. So I told him, your trajectory of 14 to 24 is the same as Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, who is also from 2014 to 24. And the Microsoft share from 30 became $430. So the brand India has also gone 100 times higher with Prime Minister Modi ji in 10 years. So there's so much similarity between them, where I can't tell you about a share price of India, but I can tell you the brand value of India. So, the third term of the Prime Minister is truly historical, where governments are changing within one tenure and even before. I was in the morning with a forum in Japan, and the government changed within a year. So it's truly remarkable how the Indian people have shown confidence in Prime Minister Modi ji's leadership. And apart from winning 3 elections, and the recent ones of Haryana, where Dharmendra Pradhan ji was leading the show and I was working with him, and I can tell you Haryana, Maharashtra and Delhi yesterday is truly remarkable, and that just shows how stable the government of India is, and how the policies are being fruitful and recognized by the people, and are consistent. That is very important for the world to see, that India is stable in spite of the 3 C's of challenges of COVID, climate change and conflict. India is withstanding all of that. And the management, AIMA members, the industry, you are equal partners in this growth story, because the challenges are faced by you and what has been said about the government, I can tell you that the third tenure of the Modi government is about manufacturing, the industrial revolution, about jobs. Because each tenure and each election throws up a mandate and you get a message. The first Modi one would be about setting the fundamentals right. Modi 2 would be about steering the course of reform, perform, transform. And we have people who inform as well, with Navika here getting the award of, we've seen over the years on anchoring and doing journalism and informing people of how our country, through all those challenges, is steering ahead. So the third one is about jobs and manufacturing. And as Mr. Nilekani has just said, and I remember meeting him during the Aadhaar days when, he was collecting data. And he was in the Petroleum Ministry, Pradhanji. And he said, "Oh, gas connection walon ki list de do, so I'll get that data for to begin with the Aadhaar." So you're right. It's going to be about digital transformation. It's going to be about technology. It's going to be about entrepreneurship. And I can tell you, Mr. Vachani, that this government is agile, it's responsive, and with people like you, we will ensure India does become the manufacturing hub, and electronics will be at the forefront of our growth story. And I can tell you things are in the pipeline where we are looking at incentive schemes at the top, at the government level, which will ensure that our manufacturing, especially with regard to electronics and mobiles, where India does have the edge, will further grow. And apart from that, we are talking about the AI days, and Mr. Reddy has got the Lifetime Achievement Award for the health. And AI, you soon will be doing away with your OPDs because all your data is there, and your chat boxes and doctors will be there to help out. And then your doctors will be doing the other higher level research and healthcare, which won't be bogged down by the numbers that India does have to offer. So that transformation is happening, and we call it the JAM Trinity, which Mr. Nilekani has talked about. The Jan Dhan accounts, which has reduced leakages in such a big way. The Aadhaar data that we have, and the mobiles. There are about 1 billion plus mobile users in India today. There are about 900 million internet users as well. But there's a lot of people who are not as well on the net or with access to mobiles. So that's the challenge. The government is aware of it. We are moving ahead and using this critical data so that India, where Mr. Dharmendra Pradhan ji as Education Minister and previously with regard to skills, has been really instrumental in making India the talent capital of the world, the skill capital of the world. And with this data that we have, we will be the use case capital of the world. The world will see how AI benefits people and transforms lives at the grassroots level, where India will be showcasing to the world what AI is about. So our fundamentals are strong, our leadership is stable, our policies are future-looking. The government, like I said, and I will repeat, is responsive and adapts to changing needs, and hearing from people like you and to the people on the ground in the villages where India resides to ensure that everybody's lives are transformed. And of course, research and skilling is one very big thing that we need to, a lot has been done, but a lot needs to be done. So I request the corporate world, the management people here, to spend more effort as far as innovation and research is concerned. And with those words, I know we are very late. I have a lot to say, but I'll keep it for later. But one thing that I would like to highlight is how we are moving ahead with ease of doing business. Our FTAs are being reworked because I hold the twin responsibility of IT as well as commerce. And I've seen how the leadership is working. And India is not that the old India that it used to be. We are on an equal footing. That 1.4 billion people is not only about numbers, It's about the aspirational India. It's about the spending power that India has. And India is not willing to accept any junk material or being dumped into India anymore. We are on an equal footing. We will get you the best, and we will ensure that our industry survives, and the best cases of the world will be ensured that Indian government does not buckle under any pressure from any country in the world. I assure you that. And we have, I wanted to say a lot about the awardees. Some of them I know. Mr. Jindal Mehta, my young friend, is here. He's into power, and the renewable energy is his focus, and I'm sure the good days are here with AI and semicon, that green power which is required. You will be at that forefront of that, that cutting-edge technology which is badly required, and we have it all. And of course, Mr. Shanghvi, who is a legend, and we've seen him over the years, and the pharma sector, and Mr. Shekhar Gupta, your heart and arteries will remain intact. And I'm sure we will have more of that technology where you won't even, need such kind of interventions anymore. But with that, I wish you all the best. I congratulate all the winners and even all those leading lights who've read the citation. And thank you for having invited me here.
Thank you, Honorable Minister, sir, for your inspiring words. May I now request Mr. Sunil Kant Munjal, past President AIMA, to introduce our Honorable Chief Guest.
It's my privilege to introduce the Honorable Minister. Dharmendra Pradhan ji is known for personally driving PEHL, the world's largest direct benefit transfer scheme based on LPG cylinders, and the Give It Up campaign. That was an absolutely amazing thing which was done, actually. This was aimed at encouraging affluent citizens to surrender their LPG subsidy for those actually in need. And I think in many ways that was a starting point of many of these revolutions of shift to providing the needs of the needy. A man of great commitment to his belief in India's leadership in knowledge and learning, he is driving a substantial expansion and upgrade of India's education system. And interestingly, he's done it in many places. I'll talk a little bit about that maybe. Under his leadership, the new education policy is transforming India's education system. एक सुझाव आपके लिए. Like we did for GST, we got all the finance ministers of the country or all the states together to implement GST as an empowered group. I would recommend you should try and do the same for the education, because it's such a fantastic policy that has been developed. The implementation, because it will be done by states, is obviously going to be patchy, it will be different. The one way to actually get consistent implementation across the country could be an empowered group of education ministers working along with you. So if you want to try something like that, it could be a new way to implement something which is otherwise state subject. A change leader, he has introduced new approaches and regulations in each ministry that he has headed. He is spearheading reforms in education content and medium and appointment of education administrators. In the Ministry of Skills Development and Entrepreneurship, where he launched several new initiatives for skilling, reskilling, and also upskilling. During his tenure as the Minister of Petroleum and Natural Gas earlier, he had transformed the cooking gas distribution and introduced a new hydrocarbon exploration and licensing policy. During his stint as the Minister of Steel, he catalyzed a major expansion and upgrade of the domestic steel making, and we see some of the beneficiaries sitting here, which enabled India to meet the increased demand of steel in a rapidly growing economy and truly build a world-class capacity right now. He is truly a key leader of India's transformation. It's my pleasure to invite the Minister of Education, Mr. Dharmendra Pradhan, to address the audience. Dharmendra Pradhan.
नमस्कार मित्रों, मैं आज के कार्यक्रम में थोड़ा लेट आया। मैं आप सभी का क्षमा प्रार्थी हूँ। मैं मंच की मर्यादा को और समय की मर्यादा को ध्यान में रखते हुए किसी की नाम नहीं लेने का धृष्टता करता हूँ। आदरणीय महानुभव जिनको आज आइमा की ओर से मैनेजिंग इंडिया अवार्ड में नवाजा गया, सम्मानित किया गया, मैं सबसे पहले इन सभी महानुभवों को शुभेच्छा देता हूं, धन्यवाद देता हूं, देश की ओर से आभार प्रकट करता हूं। आप सभी के निजी और सामूहिक उपलब्धि के लिए देश आज गौरवान्वित हुई है, देश की मर्यादा बढ़ी है, देश की अर्थनीति में प्रगति आई है। मैं इसके लिए इस चयन समिति की प्रमुख आदरणीय संजीव गोयंका जी को धन्यवाद देता हूं। मैं आज ए पब्लिक पॉलिसी प्रैक्टिशनर दूर से लगभग सभी महानुभवों का उपलब्धि को थोड़ा बहुत समझने का प्रयास किया है, थोड़ा बहुत अभ्यास भी किया है। मैं आइमा को बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद देता हूं इस परंपरा को बरकरार रखने के लिए। और इस बार शायद पहली बार कहा गया, देश की आइकॉनिक पर्सनैलिटी स्वर्गीय रतन टाटा जी के नाम पे पहली बार शायद उनके नाम पे ये सम्मान दिया गया और मेरे लिए व्यक्तिगत रूप में बहुत ही प्रसन्नता की विषय है। देश के ऐसे एक टेक्नो फिलैंथ्रोपिक ऐसे उनका वर्णन किया गया, आदरणीय नंदन नीलेकनी जी को इसकी सम्मान में सम्मानित किया गया। बाकी सभी महानुभावों को फिर एक बार मैं आभार प्रकट करता हूँ, शुभेच्छा देता हूँ। समय बहुत हो गया है, मैं 2-3 शब्द थोड़ा लाइटर मूड में कहता हूँ। अभी जितिन जी कह रहे थे कि उन्होंने नीलेकनी जी उनके पास आते थे, गैस की डाटा मांगते थे, एलपीजी नंबर, थोड़ा कुछ करने के लिए। मैं थोड़ा जितिन जी की अनुमति लेके कहा, जितिन जी मैं थोड़ा आपका प्रशंसा करूंगा। आप अगर डाटा देते हम यहां नहीं होते, या आप हमारे पास नहीं आते। Nilekani, if you would have been given the data, LPG data to you, I wouldn't have been fortunate to implement the largest ever DBT program envisioned by Prime Minister Modi. हम नहीं करते और हमारी उज्ज्वला इतना सक्सेस नहीं होता। इसलिए यही सबसे बड़ा मैनेजमेंट है। आइडिएट कहीं से भी हो, आइडिएट कहीं से भी हो, उसको लोक कल्याण में एथिकली इंप्लीमेंट करना सबसे बड़ा दायित्व बनता है, सबसे बड़ा चुनौती बनता है। और आप लोगों ने बेस्ट प्रैक्टिसेस को इकट्ठा करके आपकी प्रोफेशन में, आपकी कामों में उसको आपने इंप्लीमेंट किया, इसीलिए आज ये उपलब्धि हुई है। मैं 1-2 विषय, आप जब ट्रेड एंड कॉमर्स और रेवेन्यू एंड एक्सपेंडिचर की दुनिया में मेरे को आपने बुला ही लिया, मैं थोड़ा मेरे 2-3 अपेक्षाएं आपको कहूं। मित्रों, इन दिनों में सब अपने पिछले 10 साल के बारे में कहे। माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी कहते हैं यही समय ही सही समय, दिस इज द राइट मोमेंट फॉर इंडिया, दिस इज इंडियाज मोमेंट। मैं इन दिनों में मेरा एक अनुभव आपसे शेयर करना चाहता हूं। 1 तारीख को आदरणीय वित्त मंत्री 7th टाइम कंज्यूकेटिवली उन्होंने अपना बजट टेबल किया। बजट में कई विषय कहा है। इस बार शायद नाभिका जी को कम अवसर मिला हमको आलोचना करने के लिए, फिर भी की होगी, करना भी चाहिए। लेकिन इस बार 1 लाख करोड़ से ज्यादा एक प्रकार से टैक्स रिबेट सिटीजन्स को मिला है। सीधा सीधा उसकी इकोनॉमी में, सर्कुलर इकोनॉमी में इंपैक्ट उसके आएगा, ट्रिकल डाउन होगा, लोगों की परचेजिंग पावर बढ़ेगी, एक मल्टीप्लायर, फोर्स मल्टीप्लायर की इंपैक्ट आएगा। उस समय में और एक विषय उल्लेख किया गया, मैं उसको मैं पहली बार 2004 में पार्लियामेंट आया। 4 से 9 के अंदर एक बहुत चर्चित विषय था भारत में सिविल न्यूक्लियर डील 1, 2, 3। निक्सॉन के बारे में खूब चर्चा होती थी, निगबॉन के बारे में खूब चर्चा होती थी। वो सेक्रेटरी, अंडर सेक्रेटरी स्टेट्स थे। उन दिनों में हमें भी कभी उनको मिलने का अवसर मिला। रणेन सेन जी की फेमस वो चिकन वाला स्टोरी खूब चला था उन दिनों में। उस समय की भारत में 2 कारण से सिविल न्यूक्लियर डील पे आपत्ति थी। एक सही कंसर्न था कि देश के एनवायरमेंट की क्या होगी, क्या हमारे भोपाल दोबारा हो जाएगा, इस प्रकार के जेन्युइन कंसर्न थी। दूसरा, हमारे देश में जो एंटी अमेरिकन अप्रोच रहता है वो भी एक कारण था। मैं उन मित्रों के नाम लेना नहीं चाहूंगा, ये सब आप भी भली भांति जानते हैं, आप भी थोड़ा बहुत उनसे कभी कभी पीड़ित भी रहते हैं आपकी फैक्ट्री के सामने। उस 2 कारण से देश में एक कंफ्यूजन था। कोई पब्लिक लीडर न्यूक्लियर ट्रीटी के बारे में बहुत जोर से कहने के लिए हिम्मत नहीं करते थे। इस बार बजट में फाइनेंस मिनिस्टर मैडम ने यह अनाउंस किया, हम भारत में मॉड्यूलर न्यूक्लियर प्लांट लगाएंगे। हमारी एनर्जी डिपेंडेंसी के लिए हमारी सोर्स, प्रधानमंत्री जी कहते हैं हम विल बी नॉट डिपेंडिंग ऑन सिंगल सोर्स, आवर सोर्स विल बी मल्टीपल। और मैं इसीलिए उस घटना को उल्लेख किया, अभी पिछले सप्ताह डेविड मुलफोर्ड उस 4 से 9 में जो भारत में अमेरिका के राजदूत थे, who was a key instrument for that negotiation, he was here in India. प्रधानमंत्री जी जस्ट उसी दिन अमेरिका के दौरे से लौटे थे, मेरे को उनसे मिलने की अवसर मिला। कई विषय गपशप हुई। जब मैंने उनको कहा इस बार फाइनेंस मिनिस्टर मैडम ने यह विषय उल्लेख किया है, मैं उनकी आंखों की चमक दिख रहा था, उनके मन की संतुष्टि दिख रहा था। आप सभी के अमेरिका के साथ और वेस्टर्न वॉल के साथ एक एक अनुभव होगा, कभी सुखद अनुभव हुआ होगा, कभी विचित्र अनुभव हुआ होगा। लेकिन मित्रों, मैं आत्मविश्वास के साथ कह सकता हूं, आज भारत ऐसे एक क्षण में पहुंचा है जब नंदन नीलकेनी जर्मन जाते हैं, वो जर्मनी भी कहते हैं, जो मैन्युफैक्चरिंग वर्ल्ड दुनिया के एक रोबस्ट इकोनॉमी है, वो भी कहते हैं हमें भारत से क्या मिलना है। ये भारत की मोमेंट आ चुका है मित्रों, ये आपकी बदौलत हुई है। जो सम्मान आज आईमा में आपको दिया है, ये कोई इंडिविजुअल अचीवमेंट नहीं है, आप सभी ने, आपकी टीम को आपने डेडिकेट किया। मैं आप सभी की ओर से इस उपलब्धि को देश को समर्पित करता हूं। 130 करोड़ लोगों की उपलब्धि है, हम सब मिलके उसको और ऊंचाई तक ले जाएंगे। मेरे एक अपेक्षा है, आई एम इन चार्ज ऑफ नॉलेज सेक्टर ऑफ आवर कंट्री। देयर इज नो सेकेंड ओपिनियन इन द वर्ल्ड looking up into our achievement of last 10 years. आज हम भारत दुनिया की डिजिटल ट्रांजैक्शन की नियर 50% भारत में ही होता है। ये भारत की टेक्नोलॉजी की कैपेसिटी है, इनोवेशन की कैपेसिटी है, एंटरप्रेन्योरियल कैपेसिटी ही है। आप में बहुत लोगों को विरासत में संपन्नता मिली होगी। इस हॉल में ऐसे अनेक महानुभव हैं जिनको मां सरस्वती के कारण उनके पास लक्ष्मी आई है। इंटेलेक्चुअल कैपेसिटी के कारण, नॉलेज के कारण, इसी की नाम है नॉलेज बेस्ड इकोनॉमी। आज भारत दुनिया में सर्विस इंडस्ट्री की बेताज बादशाह बना हुआ है। कोई H1 B1 कुछ नहीं लगने वाला है। भारत की मेडिसिन नहीं जाएगा, दिलीप भाई मेडिसिन नहीं भेजेंगे, दुनिया के आधे लोग दिलीप भाई के पास लौट के आएंगे और भेजेंगे। दिलीप भाई छोड़ेंगे थोड़ी, भेजेंगे ही, जिंदल भी भेजेगा, मिलके भेजना ही हमको। हमें कोरोना में दिखाया हमने। अभी माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी को कुवैत में उनकी देश की सबसे सिविल अवार्ड मिला। जब कुवैत की कोरोना की जस्ट खत्म हो रहा था, कुवैत की राजा महाशय की देहांत हुआ, जो नया राजा बने, मैं भारत की ओर से कॉन्डोलेंस लेटर लेके गया। मैं उस क्षण को भूल नहीं सकता हूं मित्रों। कुवैत माननीय प्रधानमंत्री और समूचे भारत के प्रति इतना कृतज्ञ था कि आपने हमें कोरोना के समय में मेडिसिन दिया, डॉक्टर्स दिया, नर्सेस भेजा, इक्विपमेंट्स भेजा। हमारे पास कितना भी संपन्नता रहे, हमको दुनिया के हमारे बड़े बड़े पुराने मित्र जब हाथ छोड़ दिए, भारत हमारे साथ रहा। ऐसे 100 से ज्यादा देश को भारत की सप्लाई चेन जारी रहा। ये किसने किया? आप लोगों ने किया। मैं एक एक इंडस्ट्री, इसलिए मैंने कहा मैं थोड़ा बहुत आपके बारे में जानता हूं, थोड़ा स्टडी करता हूं, मैं एक एक सेक्टर में उल्लेख कर सकता हूं। भारत इसीलिए कहा सर्विस सेक्टर में बेताज बादशाह है। आज हम इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स के कई मित्रों को सम्मानित किया। एप्पल फोन जो दुनिया की कम्युनिकेशन की इंस्ट्रूमेंट बना हुआ है, आज उसकी 12% भारत में ही बनना शुरू हुआ है पिछले 3 साल के अंदर। इसमें कोई संदेह नहीं। मेरे मित्र जितिन जी ने भी कह रहे थे, हमें कोई संदेह नहीं, आने वाले दिनों में भारत की जो स्किल पूल है, नॉलेज पूल है, उसके कारण हम दुनिया की फैक्ट्री बनने वाले हैं। भारत की 60% पॉपुलेशन बिलो 35 ईयर्स है। ये दुनिया में किसी देश के पास ये एडवांटेज नहीं है। ये आने वाले 25 साल अमृतकाल, ये बहुत ही अपॉर्चुनिटी का देश रहेगा। लेकिन मित्रों, मैं अंत में इतना ही अपेक्षा आपसे करूंगा, 1-2 चीजों में हमारा अभी भी काम बाकी है। वो हमारे हाथ में आने वाला डीप टेक्नोलॉजी। औद्योगिक क्रांति 1 में हमें समझ में नहीं आया वो क्या हुआ, 2 में हम मजदूर बने, 3 में हम सुपरवाइजर बने, 4थे में हमको अभी अपॉर्चुनिटी आया है मालिक बनने का। हमें डीप टेक्नोलॉजी में इंडियन इंडस्ट्रीज को, विशेष करके नई पीढ़ी की उद्यमियों को ये अपील करता हूं देश की ओर से, हमारी देश में मेधा की, इंटेलेक्चुअल कैपेसिटी की कोई कमी नहीं है। इस हॉल में इसका अनेक उदाहरण हमारे सामने। किसी भी क्षेत्र में चुनौती है हमारी एक इकोसिस्टम बनाना, इंडस्ट्री, एकेडमी एंड पॉलिसी मेकर, इन तीनों की एक कॉन्सेंसस व्यू, सब स्वीकार करते हैं हम अपना देश में टेक्नोलॉजी बनाना ही पड़ेगा। मैं अनेक टेक्नोलॉजी को दुनिया में घूम के देखता हूं, यूनिवर्सिटियों में देखता हूं, मेरे को बड़ा विचित्र लगता है कि असहज महसूस होता है जब विश्व की सारे बड़े यूनिवर्सिटी की रिसर्चर भारत की विद्यार्थियों को देखता हूं। भारत सरकार ने नई राष्ट्रीय शिक्षा नीति लाई है, न्यू नेशनल एजुकेशन पॉलिसी आई है। भारत सरकार ने कई प्रकार की इंसेंटिव की व्यवस्था की है, 1 लाख करोड़ रुपया की लॉन्ग टर्म R&D लोन की व्यवस्था की है। एक प्रकार से आपके पास ग्रांट ही है। और प्रधानमंत्री जी ने कहा सरकार तय नहीं करेगा कहां रिसर्च होगा, उद्योग तय करेगा कहां रिसर्च होगा। मित्रों, इसकी समझ आपको सबसे ज्यादा है। देश की लोगों की मार्केट को ही जानकारी है, कम्युनिटी में, सोसाइटी में रिक्वायरमेंट क्या है। आज गवर्नमेंट आपके लिए फैसिलिटेटर की भूमिका में है। हमने इनकम टैक्स रेगुलेशंस को नए सिरे से ले आने का हिम्मत मेरे सरकार ने आपके सामने रखा है। मित्रों, रिफॉर्म आपके परामर्श से हम बड़े ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन के लिए कर रहे हैं। लेकिन मेरा अंत में फिर एक बार अपील रहेगा, विंग इंचार्ज ऑफ नॉलेज वर्टिकल ऑफ माय गवर्नमेंट, आपको डीप टेक में आपकी आवश्यकता में आपको ही समझ है, उसी में आपको इंडियन इंस्टीट्यूशंस के साथ, मैं अभी नीलकनी जी बेंगलुरु में आए, इसे मैं एक रात में बेंगलुरु जाता तो वहीं रहता हूं। मैं साइंस का स्टूडेंट नहीं हूं। मैं उनको एक दिन पूछा कि रंगाराजन जी मेरे को समझाओ, पिछले 25 साल में IIC हमारा साइटेशन में, रिसर्च में दुनिया की 1 नंबर इंस्टीट्यूशन है, लेकिन आपके पास प्रोडक्ट क्या निकला है? आप प्रोडक्ट की लाइसेंस आप सब ढूंढते हो जाके बाहर। आप इंडियन यूनिवर्सिटी पे इन्वेस्ट करने का फिलांथ्रोपी थोड़ा कर देते हो। फिलांथ्रोपी नहीं चाहिए, पार्टनरशिप चाहिए आपसे। मैं इंडियन इंडस्ट्री को अपील करता हूं, इंडियन यूनिवर्सिटी को, इंडियन हायर एजुकेशन इंस्टीट्यूशंस को, आपकी रिक्वायरमेंट में आप असेसमेंट करिए। कम से कम देश में सेंट्रली फंडेड इंस्टीट्यूशन और स्टेट फंडेड इंस्टीट्यूशन में 250 क्वालिटी इंस्टीट्यूशन, आप सब उसी में पढ़ के आए हो, आप सब उसी में पढ़ के आए हो। उस इंस्टीट्यूट पे भरोसा करिए। उस इंस्टीट्यूट में आज आपके पास ताकत है R&D में खर्चा करने के लिए। आपकी रिक्वायरमेंट बताएं और देश के नौजवानों पे भरोसा करिए। एक नई हाइट्स में हमें जाना है। डेस्टिन हमको अपॉर्चुनिटी दे रहा है। आइए हम सब इस बार की AIMA की प्रोग्राम में, कम से कम आने वाले दिनों में मैं AIMA को ये अपेक्षा रखूंगा, कम से कम एक वर्टिकल तो संजीव जी और मुंजाल साहब उसको जोड़िए। कम से कम जो इनोवेशन को देश की रिक्वायरमेंट है इनोवेशन। इनोवेशन को जो आगे बढ़ाएगा, न्यू आउट ऑफ बॉक्स सोच के एक नया प्रोडक्ट भारत में लाएगा, जो प्रोडक्ट की रिक्वायरमेंट ग्लोबल रहेगा। आज इंडियन सॉफ्टवेयर इंजीनियर ग्लोबल रिक्वायरमेंट है। ऐसे ही हमें कुछ टेक्नोलॉजी इनोवेशन करना पड़ेगा, प्रोडक्टाइज करना पड़ेगा, जो ग्लोबल टेक्नोलॉजी में ही डेल्टा है। ये आपकी जो थ्योरी है ना, से 15 से आप लोग सब कंटेंट हो, 17% इक्विटी रिटर्न ऑन इक्विटी इज ग्रेट। टेक्नोलॉजी में मैंने हिसाब किताब मेरे जितना बुद्धि लगाया 30-35% से कम नहीं है। भारत को आप ही के नेतृत्व में 30-40% रिटर्न ऑन इक्विटी की आवश्यकता है। इट्स ओनली कैन बी पॉसिबल थ्रू टेक्नोलॉजी इनोवेशन। प्लीज डू दैट। थैंक यू फॉर इनवाइटिंग मी।
धन्यवाद माननीय मंत्रीवर, आपने इतने सरल किंतु सुंदर शब्दों में विषय वस्तु का संज्ञान लिया, इसके लिए आपका बहुत बहुत आभार एवं धन्यवाद। Ladies and gentlemen, once again, please join me in extending a huge round of applause to our esteemed chief guest and our esteemed guest of honor. May I now call upon Mr. Nikhil Sani, immediate past President AIMA and Vice Chairman and Managing Director of Triveni Turbine Limited, to kindly propose the vote of thanks.
Thank you very much. I know I stand between you and dinner or flights or whatever else it may be that your next plan is. Mr. Dharmendra Pradhan, Minister of Education, Government of India; Mr. Jindal Prasad, Minister of State for Commerce, Industry and Electronics and IT, Government of India; Sunita Reddy, President AIMA and Managing Director, Apollo Hospitals Enterprise; Dr. Sanjeev Goenka, Jury Chairman, AIMA Managing India Awards and Chairman of the RP Sanjeev Goenka Group; Mr. Sunil Kant Manjal, past President AIMA and Chairman, Hero Enterprise; Rekha, ladies and gentlemen. It's my privilege to conclude this exciting ceremony tonight and convey AIMA's gratitude to all of you who've made this evening so very special. We've been treated to a pageant of excellence, and we've been inspired by the extraordinary achievements of our winners of the AIMA Managing India Awards. Our joy has been enhanced by the presence of so many outstanding achievers in the audience who have generously applauded their peers. And this is truly a gathering of stars of Indian leadership and a memory to cherish forever. We are privileged that India's Education Minister, Mr. Dharmendra Pradhan, and the Minister of State for Commerce and Industry, Electronics and IT, Mr. Jindal Prasad, joined us in the celebration of Indian management and presented the trophies to the award winners. Mr. Pradhan and Mr. Prasad, many thanks for making time for AIMA's Managing India Awards presentation, for facilitating India's champions. Your inspirational words truly did touch everyone in the audience, and I know that it is being recorded for posterity and for all our online viewers as well. I'd like to congratulate this year's AIMA Managing India Award winners, and many thanks to each one of you for joining us in this evening to receive your award. You are truly our leaders, and your ambition and achievements show the way to the rest of us. Thank you. AIMA is indebted to the distinguished ladies and gentlemen who read the citation for the awards: P. Balaji, Shivani Wazir Pasrich, Ajit Pal Singh, Sunil Sethi, Vikram Chandra, Dilip Cherian, Rajiv Makhani, Reena Dhaka, Shobra Narayan, Shekhar Gupta, Yezdi Nagpurwala, and Mr. Sunil Kant Munjal. We cannot thank you enough for your generosity of time. Dr. Sanjeev Goenka, these awards have been your brainchild. Many thanks for chairing the jury and for introducing the awards. You've been the driving force behind these honors, and we look forward to your able guidance in the years to come as well. Many thanks to the other members of the jury: Sunita Reddy, Vishal Kampani, Srinivas Dempo, Sunil Kant Munjal, Sanjay Kirloskar, Preeta Reddy, Rajiv Kaul, Sudhir Jalan, Vineet Agarwal, P. Balaji, and Yezdi Nagpurwala. Your diligence and wisdom has been the key to making these awards the best, and I had the privilege of being part of this illustrious jury as well, and I thank Sanjeev for the opportunity. I also thank KPMG for the research and analysis that they provided for the nominations and deliberations. I'd also like to thank all the outstanding achievers who have joined us this evening to cheer the award winners. We have leaders from government, business, academia, media, and entertainment in the audience, and their applause means a lot to us as well as to the winners. We've also had in the audience many AIMA past presidents, council members, and LMA leaders. I thank them for joining us this evening. This ceremony has been live streamed on AIMA's social media channels, and we are pleased to have a national and international audience with the help of technology. I thank all those who are watching this ceremony on their digital devices. I appreciate also the companies and brands that make this evening possible, which are our sponsors. Thank you very much for your support of AIMA and these awards. So thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. And now it's time for me to bring the curtain down on this wonderful function award ceremony that we've had tonight. Thank you very much to the ministers for making time to be with us tonight. Thank you, everyone on the dais. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, Mr. Sani. May I request Dr. Sunita Reddy, President AIMA, to kindly present a memento to our esteemed chief guest, the Honorable Minister, Mr. Dharmendra Pradhan, as a token of our appreciation and thanks. May I now request Dr. Sanjeev Goenka, Chairman of the Jury, to kindly present a memento to our esteemed guest of honor, Mr. Jitin Prasada, Honorable Minister. With that, ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of today's celebration of excellence. I would like to take this opportunity to thank all of our esteemed sponsors, Platinum sponsors, Apollo Hospitals Enterprise Limited, Diamond sponsors, Hero Realty, Jindal Steel and Power Limited and Kirloskar Brothers Limited, Gold sponsors, Air India, Tata Steel Limited, Transport Corporation of India Limited and Triveni Turbine Limited, Silver sponsors, Ambuja Neotia Group, Aris Kambata Benevolent Trust, Kevin Care, Dempo Group, Gale India Limited, JK Cement, JK Paper Limited and Pattern International Limited. Bronze sponsors, Hero FinCorp, Jenica Ventures, Manav Rachna University, Management and Entrepreneurship and Professional Skills Council, Nico Engineering Services Limited, NTPC Limited and Tata Chemicals Limited. The dinner would be served in this hall. Have a very pleasant evening ahead. Thank you and good night. ये लो जी